Hi, it's Nika from Fabulously Creative. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a spread in my memory planner. I am using the Happy Planner. I guess it's the Happy Planner Notes, but basically it's just the classic, I guess, half page. I'm not sure if they like what they call it now, but it's just like the half page size. And the insert that I am using is a free printable. I'll leave the link in the description. You can get it on my website. And for this layout, I am just starting by putting some paper in the little grids. And I know a lot of people don't really add background paper to their memory planner. Like they normally just do it more of like dates and a calendar background. But I love scrapbook paper. Like this is kind of my favorite part of this process. I get to mix all the different papers, and I like the fact that, I don't know, they don't really match. They kind of come together like a paper quilt or something. I don't know. It makes sense in my head, but this is my favorite part, like laying all the different papers. And I actually spend the most time picking out the papers and seeing which picture goes with the different patterns. So I spend the most time on that part, and once I get all the different patterns I want to use, I don't know, just go with the supplies on my desk. So like these papers, I don't know, they don't match, but they just go together. They have a vibe together. And I'm just putting the last piece down. Oh, and I do like to repeat patterns, so that kind of helps pull everything together. Like two of these patterns are repeating. Two of the patterns are repeating, and I always make sure 3 of the colors repeat. Sometimes it's a science, and sometimes the papers just feel good together. And if I know some people can pick their paper ahead of time, but I'm the type of person where the picture has to kind of match the paper. So if I wasn't that type of crafter, I would probably just have spreads and spreads of paper already put together, because I can actually just look at this, I don't know, just like this. It looks pretty without all the stuff added. So this is the second week in January that I'm documenting. So this is my second spread, and hopefully the plan is to stay caught up this year. And I was having a little trouble. This spread, I don't know, it felt a little busy. So let me explain how I first started this project. I used to do Project Life. So kind of, all of life was documented in Project Life. And then I just had this little memory planner for just my creative projects, things that were going on in the shop, kind of just documenting my creative life. It was just pictures. I didn't do much journaling, but Project Life has kind of fell by the wayside for now. I'm not sure if I'll get back into it anytime soon. So I just figured that I would document everything in here, but it is a little busy. And I am just adding the dates on this little tag. And it does kind of have that Project Life feel where you do the title card, but it's in a planner. I love my planners. And you also don't have to worry about all the, the pockets, just all the other stuff. I did Project Life for a few years, and I don't know if I was just over it because I did it so much, or I was over it. Plus I didn't have much inspiration. Like I like the busy style Project Life, and not many Project Lifers still do that busy style. I like to get creative, keep it fabulous. I like over the top spreads. And I don't know, a lot of people who do Project Life now do these, oversimplified spreads. I mean, it's still okay. But also a lot of those people also do like 12 by 12 for the rest of their memory keeping. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but so I don't know. like I do have a few project lifers that I still follow, but it's not that many who still do, you know, that busy style with the tiny alphas. Oh, and I got these little alphas that I'm using now. I got them from Webster's Pages. They were having a sale. I don't know if they were discontinuing them, but like when I was trying to buy, I don't know, I think they were like under $2, and I got 3 colors. They had like this hot pink color. I don't know if it was selling out while I was trying to put it in the basket, but I spent so long on this website trying to get those hot pink little alphas, and finally I just took it out my basket and checked out. But I don't know, even these little alphas, I don't see them as much. I don't see people using them as much, but I don't know, these tiny little alphas just brought me back to my Project Life days. But anyway, let me get back to the spread. So I'm in this picture, those are our books for the week, and I was just journaling that our reading hour is kind of starting to be my favorite part of the day. For the new year, we started this thing. Well, it's not really for the new year, but me and Isaiah are supposed to read for an hour together each day, and for that hour I let him pick a book. We just get a big stack of books from the library every week. But for me, it feels like a break in my day. Like I get to, you know, stop my whole day and just kind of read something. But I don't know, I guess Isaiah enjoys it, but not really. And that picture in the bottom left-hand corner is him reading his book, and he is sitting at his desk. Well, I actually should say our desk, because I think back in January, this was before I changed my craft room around again, we were kind of sharing a desk because it was just easier. It was just easier for me to do my work and keep an eye on him while he was doing his work. But it just got too much going on one desk, so I moved the craft room again. I may move it back. But let me know, am I the only one who has to rearrange my craft room and my planners like every few weeks or every few months? I don't know. Seems like the slightest little change in my schedule or change in my life, I have to rearrange all my planners, rearrange my craft room. I don't know, am I the only one like that, or do you guys also rearrange your craft room often? And this picture that I'm putting down, you can't really, like, it's a tiny picture, but it is just a picture of our messy desk and kind of the view from my desk. And even though that's a tiny picture, I like that is documented, and I have the date because my craft room changes so much. Like that wall you see, that part never changes, but my desk moves around quite a lot. Like right now I have my desk in front of the window. It's okay, but it may move back to that other spot. All right, and this top picture, this is just a shot of the dresser in my craft room. It's kind of my order packing station, and that area is usually pretty messy during the day. So that's just a shot of everything all over my desk. And I made little word strips out of those alphas, and it just says packing orders. And that dresser is, I don't know, it's kind of like a teal green. I printed these photos on just regular cardstock. I did not feel like, I do have a Canon selfie. I just didn't feel like using it and pulling it out and, I don't know, just editing. I just did not feel like doing all that. So I just print the pictures on my computer onto regular cardstock. Because for me, I feel like photo paper is a waste if I'm not going to take the time to edit the picture, print it out big, you know, I don't know, make a nice big layout of it. But anyway, the one on the left is a shot of the top of my little order packing station, and then the right is a picture of my trash can with the daily mess of the day. Usually once I finish like printing stickers and everything, I have just a stack of trash. So that's just a picture of my trash can, and that's another tiny picture. Like you can barely see that picture, but I I don't know, that's not a picture that I would put very large, or I don't know, even use photo paper, but it's nice. It's just nice to see different little shots of my day. And this die cut it's actually not a die cut, it is a rub-on, and it is so old. I have no idea where it came, like what collection or where it came from, but I found some rub-ons in my stash, so I just put them on cardstock before they went bad. And I think I did it just in time because some of the edges were kind of cracking off. So I'm just adding some little color around the edge just to make it pop off, just to give it some, I don't know, sometimes when you put similar colors on top of similar colors, it kind of all blends in. And I also think I went back off camera, like everywhere I have the little word strips, I went around them with a different color ink pen just to make them stand out a little bit more. All right, and here I am. I wanted to move that, but it was stuck down pretty good. Oh, and for this project, I don't use the glue tape. I make sure to use wet glue, only because it's not going into a pocket. It's just going into a planner. Like for if this was going into little pockets, I would not bother with wet glue because I do prefer glue tape. And that little flower is just one of the Maggie Holmes flowers. I get the digital collections on it's called American Crafts Digitals, and I got a bunch of the Maggie Holmes collections just so I can print those little flowers, and I have them printed in a bunch of little tiny sizes, because when I had those collections, the flowers were really big. Like they work for regular Project Life or a 12 by 12 layout, but for this I need things really tiny. So that's where those digitals come in, and this layout is pretty much done. I'm just looking for, I don't know, some little word stickers. And it's almost like when I get to this point, the layout is done. It just needs that extra little something. So let me see. Oh, those word stickers came out of the Tim Holtz book, and that one said choose to shine, and then in that upper corner the other one said stay strong, and I thought that one was perfect. That top picture in the corner is just a picture of our green juice for the day. We started out the new year juicing fresh vegetables every day. We kind of stuck to it. We don't do the green juice every day, but I do change it up. We do ginger juice every day. And I think I'm just trying to pop this little circle in this bottom corner. I think that says shine. And the journaling is just talking about how that was Isaiah's first chapter book. And this is the reason I don't punch these ahead of time. Sometimes if, I don't know, the paper or stickers or anything kind of runs off that corner, I have to figure out how to punch a little hole so it will fit in the planner. So I am just punching that and putting it in. And I hope you enjoyed this process, and stay tuned for my next memory planning spread.